Okay, Mark. Firstly, thank you very much for offering to do this testimonial for breathe hypnotherapy and quitting smoking. Appreciate it.
Welcome, Michael.
And so, how many were you smoking a day before you saw me?
Well, on a bad day, I probably smoke around 15 a day, but I was noticing that that was creeping up on occasions.
Yeah,
So that was long term. It's a long time I've been smoking.
yeah. How many years?
Um, I guess in total, probably looking at about 35, 40 years. A long time.
35 or 40 years. Yeah. And had you
Yeah.
tried other methods of quitting?
Yeah, a few methods I've tried before. I tried some pharmacotherapy with the Champix. So reasonable results there, but they didn't stick.
No,
Um,
so none of it really lasted.
not didn't last. No, I
Did you
found
try the
the
patches and the gum and all that
under
sort of stuff?
patches,
Yeah,
all of those things were not really addressing the issue. Really,
yeah. So
I guess. Mm,
then you came to see me.
hmm
We did
I did.
one session. How did you find the session?
Uh, Surprisingly impactful. I wasn't. I was trying not to predict anything or judge it, or I was trying to come in with an open mind. And I came out after the session feeling quite relaxed and calm, and suddenly realising that I wasn't smoking anymore, which was
Right.
a very odd thing. And I had cigarettes in the car,
Yeah.
anticipating that I'd just go, oh yeah, that was a crock, and light one up. But
Yeah.
instead I scrunched them up, and they went to the floor of the car, and that was it.
And how long ago was that now? How long have you been a non-smoker now?
Well, I did that session on January the 17th this year,
Yeah,
so that's getting up to what, 4 months now.
4 months. And it's been really easy for you?
But I'd say the first couple of weeks were, I had moments where I thought about smoking, but I wasn't really craving as such. I
Yeah,
think there was just a conditioned response to things,
yeah,
and that seemed to die off as the days went by, and
yeah,
I didn't really feel like at any time that I was at risk of lapsing.
yeah,
Despite having those fleeting thoughts, they came and then they went.
yeah, yeah.
So
Wonderful.
pretty good.
And what benefits you noticed now you're a non-smoker? How good is it?
Look, it's pretty good. I can tell you that much. Immediately you just notice at the end of that week of not purchasing those
Yeah,
expensive cigarettes, just
yeah,
how much money you save straight away.
yeah,
But just the feeling of not being a slave to something like that.
mm,
That when I'm stepping out the front door, I'm not patting myself down. Oh, I've got
yeah.
to remember my smokes. Get in the car. I've got to remember my smokes. Go here. Got to remember. That
That's a
horrible
freedom, right? A wonderful freedom.
prison. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Have you worked out how much
and
money you've saved?
I haven't done the math yet, but I think it's looking good. Immediately, you see that impact.
Yeah,
I've got spare money.
yeah,
Um, Beyond that, though, my physical health has improved dramatically. I'm not, I've got this constant sore throat and the smell of cigarettes on me. That the kids aren't complaining about the smell of
yeah, yeah.
cigarettes on me. And there's
That's
like
brilliant.
innumerous benefits.
Yeah. So you'd
Mm.
recommend breathe hypnotherapy to others who want to quit?
Absolutely, I would. I think go in and you just can't go with an open mind. Don't judge things. Just be open to the process.
Mm,
Think positively about what you could achieve from something new and different.
yeah,
And I think that's a very good position to come
yeah,
at treatment from. The ideas aren't, it's not, it's not esoteric, it's not magical, it's not mystical. It just makes sense. And I
yeah. It
think
makes
once
sense.
you apply these things and you feel them happen in your life and you see them playing out in your life, then you get quite a strength from that. So couldn't be
Brilliant.
happier.
All right, fantastic. Thanks a lot, Mark. Appreciate it.